What's up, Credit Fam? You got your boy Gary B here today. Thank you for stopping through. Hey, this is my last show before the season 2 starts, September 4th. So we're just going to try to take it real nice and slow. We're going to talk about some things like hard times will never last. Your financial recovery starts now. So that's what we're going to talk about on this bonus show, all right? So I hope y'all sit back. Like I always tell you, get you a little something to drink, get you some popcorn. It ain't going to be that long. Just sit back, take in these tips, and let's work on that financial situation that you're going through, all right? Like I tell everybody in my other videos and my other podcasts, stop chasing them credit scores. Just fix your financial situation and you'll be straight, all right? So with all that being said, let's get ready to get into this week's bonus show. This your boy Gary B. And you know me. I'll be back in a minute. Peace. Welcome back, Credit Fam. This your boy Gary B. Like I said, I want to say thank you for stopping through and hanging in there with me. Hey, like I said, this show's entitled Hard Times Never Last. Your financial recovery can start now. So we're going to talk about 4 things that I think that might help you start that recovery, okay? So let's speak on them things. Right now, I know you don't want to hear this part, but we already know prices are rising due to the worst bout of inflation in 4 decades. A lingering global pandemic that still impacts our daily lives, and that's killing us. I know it is. Many of us are in urgent need of financial fix. Cash is low. Costs are high. Well, hey, you're not the only one dealing with this. There's a whole bunch of us out here that's doing this, all right, and dealing with this inflation and all of these rising prices, okay? So what we're going to talk about first is how to mute the mania. If you heard any of my other videos or any of my other podcasts, I always talk about taking time for yourself, okay? Get off that smartphone, get off that tablet, get off that computer, turn off the TV for a minute, because sometimes all of the bad news that's out there in the world can be that same bad news that's holding you back, okay? Because even though you see other people are going through the same thing you're going through, sometimes you take that information and put it on you 100 times worse, okay? So mute it, turn it off. We don't need it, okay? Take about 20 minutes just to relax, just to step away from it, okay? Because if you take the time to mute it, sometimes it will reduce and eliminate the stress you're going through right now. That 20 minutes can make you feel better. Take my word for it. Because I'm telling you, sometimes you see so much negative stuff, it really hurts the spirit. Because you want to do something for somebody else as well as you know you need to help yourself, all right? So in the meantime, I want you to just to sit back and we're going to talk about these things, all right? Because you have to prioritize your personal situation, your current needs, rather than bearing the weight of multitude of planetary problems, okay? You can deal with that later once you get yourself in a mental place you want to be, all right? So here are just a few ways that I did it, and I think they may help you too, okay? Now, what I did first was I examined my recently spent things that I was doing, okay? This is the things that I consider I should have stopped in the first place. So what I did was I examined recent spending and then I ruthlessly reduced it, okay? Now, so what you got to do first is you have to take a hard look at your cash flow. What will help you? What helps you do that, everybody? Say it to me so I can hear you. Budgeting. Yes. When you put your budgeting plan together, when you put your spending plan together, you know where the money is coming in and going out from, okay? So that's the quickest way to build your financial security. And we all know this, so I'm not even going to beat a dead horse on that because we know budgeting is our friend. A spending plan is our friend. Now, in other words, to give you another peace of mind, you need to look at how you're saving your money. Because when you look at that budget and you see that you're saving, I'm telling you, it brings that spirit up. It makes you feel more of a real person again, okay? And it takes a lot of that stress off of you. Now, So far, the inflation is really, really bad right now, okay? But don't let it end all, because inflation is inflation. It's going to come, it's going to go, okay? Now, here are a few ways that I cut my spending. One was I looked at some of the software that I had on all of my systems. Some of it I wasn't even using anymore. So what I did, I cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't need it. I wasn't using it. So I said, bump it. I don't need this software subscriptions no more. So I cut them out. The next thing I did, I looked at my internet and my cable bill. I was like, well, I really don't watch cable TV that much. So what did I do? I cut my cable out and went to streaming services. And then I looked at all of the streaming services and see what all of them entailed. A lot of them entailed the same shows. So I didn't need no 4 and 5 different streaming services because they all had the same shows on it. So why would I pay extra money for something I'm already seeing on another network or another streaming service? So I cut my cable out. I looked at these streaming services and boom, then I chose the ones that was best for me. And then on top of that, I looked at how much I was eating out. Yes, eating out can take a lot of money out of your pocket, y'all. I'm telling you, you think about those extra dollars that you spend when you at work, or you riding past McDonald's, or you riding past one of these restaurants and that food is smelling good and jumping out at you. You don't add that into your budget. You don't add that into your cost. I'm not saying you can't do it and splurge, but you got to realize where it's going. Don't get home and say, well, dang, I just spent $20 and it wasn't part of my spending plan. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets you if you do that a lot, okay? Then the next thing, when I started going grocery shopping, I stuck to my list. Don't let that impulse buying get you, y'all. I'm telling you, that impulse buying will get you. So don't let that impulse buying get to you. Do your thing, handle your business, do your list before you go. Don't do the list while you're in the store. Do the list before you go. This is for families and individuals. Do that list before you go and stick to it. All right. Then the next thing I did was I looked at all of my credit cards, and if anybody listens to any of my shows, once again, I don't like paying interest. So the credit cards don't make money off me. The credit card companies or banks, they don't make money off me because I do not like paying interest. You know what I'm saying? I just want to use the card, keep my little score high, and keep myself on track and keep my spending, to a certain limit. And then boom, I pay it off. So I don't pay the interest. So what y'all need to do, if you have more than one credit card and one has a higher interest rate than the other, you need to either think about transfer balance, or you need to say, hey, let me pay this higher one down first, or pay the lower one down, depending on what your situation is. If you're closer to paying off the lower one, then pay it off. If the higher one is what's really busting your budget, pay that down. Okay? So those are the things that I did, to really, really get my spending under control. Okay? And that's what you need to look at also. All right? So that's basically that. Then let's talk about number 3. Don't skew your view. Now, what I mean by don't skew your view, don't get caught up in what you see out here in the market. Let's say you are an investor. Don't let these numbers that you see on the TV and on hearing on the radio and other podcast shows, because I don't do investment advice because I'm not an investment advisor, but don't let you get caught up in that. Don't let them numbers bother you, because you know how the stock market is. The stock market and investments are going to always go up and come down. That's just the name of the game, okay? So don't get blinded by what you see and get so irritated that you want to go and do some harm to yourself. It's not needed. It's not worth it, y'all. Okay? So don't let the numbers bother you. Don't skew your view. And last but not least, remember this, y'all. this is just another cycle of life. It comes and goes. We're going to always have our good years. We're going to always have our bad years. What can we do? It's part of life, you know? So there's a lot of things we can worry about, but hey, why? Because we can't change them. That's part of society, okay? So I'm not going to harper much on that, and I'm not going to talk about that, but just remember this, y'all. You're not alone. We all can do this together, and we're going to make this happen, all right? That's pretty much all we can talk about. So with that being said, I'm going to end the show, and I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for listening and spreading the word, because I love what I do for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's out there going through something harder than they think they can deal with, there is a new number for the suicide hotline, and that is 988, y'all. Real quick, simple numbers. 988. So if you're thinking about doing something crazy or doing something that you don't think you need to be thinking about, give them a call. Let them talk with you. Get the stuff off your chest, all right, y'all? And if you can't catch them, you know you can always catch me. 706-222-1987, y'all. Gary B always got your back. So if you need to talk with me, give me a call. Because remember, I deal with mental issues also. I deal with this financial stress also. You know, I have kids. I have extended family. I have immediate family. I have financial stress too. So I deal with it. I work on it. I have people I talk to. I go to therapy, okay? So I'm not just saying this just to be saying it. I'm being real with you because you know I've always been transparent with y'all. So with all that being said, the new season starts September 4th. The show will drop. Mentally Financial, 9 o'clock, back again every Sunday at 9 o'clock, y'all. I'ma still have those tips for you. I'ma still have new stuff coming at you. I'ma try to do some interviews. I'ma try to talk to some people because I've met some people recently that are in the same kind of field that I'm in, the mental health field. So we're gonna talk with them and see what they can do for us and how they can help us deal with this stress that's going on in the world today, all right? With all that being said, this your boy Gary B. What's my slogan? I'm gonna throw two at you this time. Stop chasing those credit scores, y'all, and let's fix our financial situation. But once again, I'm Gary B. And hey, I do the research. You just gotta follow. And until the next show, y'all, I love you. Peace.